And that's all the video that I've seen. I'm dead serious. I haven't heard the song. I have been avoiding it harder than I do movie spoilers. I just know that I can't take it. Despite me avoiding this, I do know what it's about. I just don't want to hear it. And if you've been online in the past month, you probably have heard about this too, and this still image probably activates the part of your lizard brain that's fight or flight. First off, hi, I'm Duncan, and I told myself that I was not going to make a video about this topic, and I can now officially say that I failed. But I gave it a good run. I almost made it a full calendar month without talking about this since it dropped. I mean, it's true that I was working on something else, and this video was impossible for me to watch, but it was interesting and I did want to talk about it, but I didn't. Until now. The reason I'm breaking my vow is because so much has happened since this, and that's what I want to talk about. The thing itself, the rest of this video, is a perfect storm, and it makes sense why that can carry an entire video. But it's the fallout and the recoil from the responses to this that is what truly had me glued to my screen. Like, I was transfixed. Gooped even. So yes, I am making a Colleen Ballinger apology video, but I would prefer the focus to be more on what happens after this. I am going to lay out the details of this situation, both for the people who are revisiting this topic or maybe people who just don't have all of the information. I want to make sure we get all the necessary context for you because hot damn, oh my god, there's so much. After the little details, we'll get to the real topic of the video, which I'm excited for, but I'm also kind of dreading. Not to hyperbolize, but I'm going to be treading in some dangerous waters, career-wise. Let's get to it. This woman is Colleen Ballinger. This woman is also Colleen Ballinger, but method acting in character as her persona Miranda Sings. She has been uploading videos on YouTube as this persona since 2008, making her a legacy YouTuber. It spawned a massive career, also including live shows, a Netflix TV show, movie roles, a Wreck-It Ralph cameo, an uncomfortable Jerry Seinfeld, and, as it turns out, an entire graveyard's worth of skeletons in her closet. Recently, there was a wave of accusations against Miranda. Last month, there was a wave of accusations about how Colleen had mistreated her fans that she had hired onto her team. You heard that right, her fans that she had hired onto her team. Her fans being young people. Do we see where this is going? Multiple people who were a part of Colleen's team have come forward to talk about how they were mistreated during this experience. There was a group chat, which she would include a lot of sexual questions in. She mailed someone her underwear. I don't know the context, but doesn't matter. That's bad. She was showing them explicit videos of specific people in order to mock them or shame them in front of her team. She would get a little bit too close to the kids and ask personal questions that kids don't get asked, and a lot more of that type of behavior. This mass spotlight on Colleen then began digging up some more gross shit in her career, such as her trying to pass off incoherent noises as Korean, her doing blackface in order to imitate Beyonce, and her asking teenagers uncomfortable questions that just weren't on her team. So, teens in general are in trouble around her. Not to mention that the character Miranda's quirks are all just exaggerated stereotypes of autism played off for laughs, but hey, what do I know? I wasn't in Wreck-It Ralph. You want the lights back? This is going to affect the green screen, AOE. I know. That's the real producer of the show, everybody. But now we're going to take all of those details and actually do something with them. So we're going to take it and then put it over there. Or put it over there. Put it away. Every little bit of it. The entire context, just put it back to the side. And don't think about it. Because, dude, have you seen this music video? So now Colleen is walking the path of the exposed YouTuber and just goes silent for a few days, and we knew a response was coming because of the amount of allegations. But as with every YouTuber apology, they're just gonna sit down, they're gonna do the sigh, and then they're gonna say that they're sorry, and they're gonna take accountability. Nope. Colleen broke her silence by posting a 10-minute video to YouTube titled Hi. This part, I know. She unsheaths her ukulele and says, "My team told me not to say anything, but they didn't tell me I couldn't sing," and then proceeds to sing like a half apology, half defense, weird song via ukulele. This moment is exactly when I hit that escape button like my life depended on it. And yes, halfway through making this video, I did finally listen to the full song for the first time, and it was just as painful as I predicted. For $1, you can see the entire thing on Patreon, but I can't play that reaction video for you right now for reasons we'll get into later. Legal reasons. That I just spoiled it. But I'm sure you can either imagine or remember how it goes. She sings about gossip and how the truth gets changed, and she's sorry for the things she did, but everyone thinks she did something more. I could be wrong, but I believe that is the first YouTube apology video to be sung. So a new record, I guess. But that's not good for anyone involved. I can't have you scream while I'm filming. Like that. And when the news dropped about this, the big bug in my head that needs to understand everything was stuck on why. She mentioned that she had a team. Where was the team when it mattered? She's been online since 2008, so she has seen all of the YouTuber apologies before her. And yet, even with all that experience of being online and understanding internet culture, she sang her apology, knowing the severity of the accusations. It didn't add up to me, and I needed to know why. And I didn't really want to make a video where all I asked was why for 10 minutes, so I decided to let other people take this one. I'll figure it out on my own. This is when we dip our toes into the second topic of mine, the one that I think is important, and that is the nature of social commentary here on YouTube, like what I do. And if any of my fellow commentary channels are watching this, commentary was the YouTube video genre I was most attached to growing up, and I feel very lucky to be included in this weird bubble of uprising creators. It's my dream job. Trust me, commentary on YouTube was a lot different back before... Oh, that's not the right footage. I don't know why that's there. But the point is, I'm proud of where it's come. And it's social commentary, so you look for something trending or something in the news, and then you break it down and give your opinion on it, explain why. But for me, it's also a friend group and also a job. So it's something I want to enjoy, but I also want to take seriously. But that's my feelings. That's my shit. Don't think about that too hard. Put frankly, Colleen's apology was a social commentary YouTuber goldmine on top of a gold mine. It was a legacy YouTuber with a lot of serious accusations against them who apologized in a very messed up way. That's content. That's triple content, really. Videos on this would be popular, they would be topical, they'd make money. Business-wise, there's no reason not to talk about it. In case I'm not being clear, that's a good thing. That's part of the process. It's not wrong to talk about something topical that just happened. It's my job. But the planets aligned in an ironic way, and the initial reactions we saw all looked very similar. The content of the videos themselves were drastically different because, of course, they're different people, but ooh boy, they looked like they came from the similar packaging company. Friend of the channel and YouTube colleague Mia Cole made a light tweet poking fun at this on Twitter, the hate website, and so it started discourse. The tweet took off and it left the commentary Twitter bubble, and so a lot of outsider opinions started flooding in. And even though Mia clarified multiple times that this was a light joke, it didn't stop the discussions from getting really critical of commentary channels and to the point of insulting them. You saw a lot of, oh, all these channels are just clones of each other, or it's all the same safe opinion, just delivered in a different package. Commentary sucks. I don't know. I didn't read most of them, they made me sad. First of all, seriously, shout out to Mia Cole for making this tweet. This is really cool. She wasn't trying to make this take go viral or rock the boat in any way, but I think anything that makes the genre more aware of itself is going to move things in a positive direction. I'm not joking. Go subscribe to her. She makes amazing content. Mia, only you could have done this. You f***ing rule. Also, couldn't help but notice, but you roasted me there on Twitter. So yeah, that's a grudge. That's a grudge. Not today, not tomorrow, but someday I'll figure out how to roast you back. And secondly, to any of the creators who got caught up in this, I'm sorry, first of all, and it's not your fault that the groundwork for YouTube thumbnails is well-known knowledge. You shouldn't be blamed for that. People have been studying the YouTube algorithm so intently that they've kind of figured out what the optimal thumbnail is for getting views. And if there is a choice that's going to give you a better shot at success, it makes sense why people would want to choose that. So don't hate the YouTuber, hate the YouTube. Either reading from right to left or left to right doesn't matter, but on one side you need the creator, so you know who this is coming from. In the background you need the topic or some kind of clue as to what the video is about. And then there's usually a single line of yellow text that works as like a second title or additional commentary. That's kind of it. I unconsciously do this sometimes. Like when I think time to make a thumbnail, like that's what a thumbnail is like to me. Like that's the starting off point. This is the baseline optimized thumbnail, and it's no one's fault that we all know about it. I think this snapshot was just unlucky, especially since they all came out around the same time. But that's not their fault. I don't think they coordinated this. It was overnight. If you're gonna criticize YouTube commentary, pick something out of the other 200 options, but not the thumbnails. Getting called clones just because your thumbnails look the same is pretty unfair and uncalled for. So, internet celebrity did something embarrassing, and a few popular social commentary channels responded in a similar way. It's a pretty funny story. Okay, now we have to get to the third topic. I'm sorry I snuck another one in. I really should stop while I'm ahead, but this is why we're here. This is what the video is about. Whoa. I'm just gonna say this with no big intro or preamble. I don't like it when commentary channels turn into reaction channels. I don't think there's anything wrong with reaction channels on their own. I think they have a place in this ecosystem, and if you make a reactionary video, that's not a sin. Reacting to things is a very human thing to do. I'm talking about channels, an entire creator's catalog, just becoming videos that react to things for relevancy's sake and rush through the topic without processing or having any insight to add. I'm not trying to be shady. I'm not. But this whole Colleen situation is a pretty good example of what I'm talking about here. A gold mine happens. Some people talk about it out of genuine interest. Some people rush to be the first and most viewed video. And then there's the range of everyone in between. None of these options are wrong. These are all very reasonable choices to make, just one of them is more growth-focused than the others. But really, we're all a little growth-focused because we want you to watch our videos. That's why we make our videos. We want them to be seen. This was going to be talked about a lot, and generally I think it's good to have a variety of commentary channels that you seek out just so you hear people's opinions or differing perspectives. There's a truck outside. There's a lot of us, and the audiences sometimes overlap, as they should. I think it's good to get varying perspectives on things. But Colleen dropped something shiny on the ground, and I saw some videos that did very little more than call it dumb and just laugh at it. Again, I'm not picking fights. There were hundreds of videos about this. Whoever you think I'm talking about, it's not them. But what Colleen did was monstrous. Like, to abuse your power into collecting children that you groom over time and then try to sing it all away. The whole taking advantage of kids and bigotry thing are worthwhile things to bring up. Not everyone did. And I saw no reason why there are some videos that don't mention this or only mention it once at the beginning, and then the rest of it is just, haha, dumb song. The song is so dumb and very easy to laugh at. But that's the reaction part, and I think we need the commentary included in there as well. Some creators made videos over 30 minutes talking about this and just focused on the song. And if you're doing a line-by-line breakdown of the song and that's it, I'm gonna want to hear some justification for that. And look, part of you is probably saying, Duncan, you just sound cynical. And yeah, that could be the second title of this video. This genre is important to me and I really care about it. Also, the bug in my brain is the one pushing the buttons. There are horrible things happening all around this site, clearly. And I don't think responding to them by just adding more noise to it all is helping. I saw a lot of videos try to turn this into entertainment, and that's fine. But when we're dealing with something as horrible and severe as this, it can't be only entertainment. Like, the horrible parts need to be addressed. People who watch commentary channels, you and me, we're watching multiple creators talk about the same thing because we care about the varying perspectives and we're seeking the opinions of the people we want to seek them from. I think the commentary community is at its best when everyone is adding something to the conversation and any overlapping audiences don't just hear echoing. It's my belief that Colleen knew her career was over, right? The amount of allegations and proof of the allegations, those don't just wash off your career, especially if you make children's entertainment. She knew that her time had run out, and it is my belief that she made this video quirky and tone-deaf on purpose in order to distract from the actual things that she did. I keep asking myself why. And this makes the most sense, because there's no way she was unconscious of any of these repercussions. There's no way. It's a classic internet personality move, right? If you get caught doing a fuck up, you just purposefully do another fuck up so everyone talks about that. I'm sure in a few years, if it's ever brought up, we'll all remember about the songpology. But we might not remember every reason why. And all the videos on this subject, all the vast different opinions, should be making it very clear why we're talking about this. And I know that sounds like I'm demanding that everyone bend to my rules. I'm not trying to come across that way. This has all just been an opinion from an opinion channel, and you get to choose which parts you want to walk away with. Every single channel is going to be doing things a different way, and the topics may overlap, and so may the audiences, and I guess I'm just hoping that within that range, the topics' bases are going to get covered. All of them. And in general, yes, I think there's enough voices out there that the topic is going to be both covered in an entertaining way and in an insightful way. And I just gotta hope that all of that is out there. By the way, the reason I didn't show any of the video is because the song is uploaded on Apple Music, and there have been some claims taking down the videos talking about it. Colleen's lawyers swear up and down that it's not her and it was probably some third party trying to take advantage of it, and that's also very possible. That's an interesting little addition to think about, and also it gave me a very good idea. I've put this entire video's audio track onto Spotify, meaning if any of you commentary vultures try to react to this or try to badmouth me, I'm gonna sue your ass into oblivion. You're listening to a copyrighted song, suckers. It's airtight. Okay, all of that was a joke, but legally, would that work? I do not know the full logistics of that, so I should probably not be taunting legal action. Good night. Hi everyone, thank you for watching my video. I know this one was a bit meta, but I love talking about commentary, and hopefully it didn't go too far, even though this time it skewed a little critical. Either way, I'm dying to hear what your opinions are in the comments, because you're the audience part of this, and I talked about the audience a lot, and that's you guys. This is the part where I say you could follow my Instagram and Twitter, but I really only post Instagram stories, and Twitter might be X now, and I'm not using that, so stay posted. Follow the Twitch, I'll be there. I hope you're all doing okay. We're well into summer, and I hope the season's treating you well. For me, I have almost every window open and every fan blasting at once, but, you know, climate. Thank you very much for watching my video. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a good week. Take care of yourself. I love you lots, and goodbye.